It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick, but I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 21 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Fields going to keep it running right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. McCaffrey running up the middle. Taron Johnson made the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Fields on third down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a 1st down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. But they executed that well,
yeah.
Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. Back around his goal line, here's Allen. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On first down, going back to Patterson. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, able to avoid him. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Going deep here for Watkins. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Second down, here's an option right. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Justin Fields scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Allen off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen again. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A handoff left, McCaffrey takes it to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing is Allen on third. That's complete to Tony. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On 1st down, Fields can't get away, and he's taken down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. Olave over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Kittle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Gay knocks this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Brock Purdy has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll run with Patterson, and it's a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime, because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On play action, Fields. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Fields on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 2.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown,
They did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the option left is Fields. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Fields. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in by Olave. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 22-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give it to Patterson. And some space here. The 20. 5. And touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Beats strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Patterson running between the tackles. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Back to throw, Fields. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To George Kittle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air again, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 47 yards. And the Beats get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 27.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Fields. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Again, Fields. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, a run with Patterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's Patterson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. All eyes on Fields. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And one last throw here for Fields. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Brooklyn, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.